Alright. Let's see here. I think I might have done these. But, okay. I might as well do this one. This is from Selman's Researcher Chest. A very nice book. You guys should all go buy it in print. It's basically probably the single most book that helped me jump like really fast to 1800. And basically my strong suit, basically in bullet chests and stuff, I think, is shuffling around pieces. And so, if you haven't noticed, I don't like the positions to be opened. And most of my bullet chests is closed positions where I can pre-move and close places and stuff. So, all right. Alright, oops. Let me change that for size. And change to view, and yeah. Alright. So again, like these closed positions, it's very nice to understand like the imbalances of chess. And so I guess I will pose the questions mainly directed to Xthread. And I will and we'll just go about there. But nevertheless, all right. So what is whites and whites like? I guess I'll teach it how I usually teach it to my students. Evaluate the position and go. So like just what does white have? What does black have? Seeing who has advantage and what to do. What's the next move? We'll work on what's the next move next, but for now, go ahead and just evaluate the position. What do you think is in the position right now? So. Okay, nice. Yep, the knight's on e5 is well placed. Yeah, got a couple more. Not trying to rush you or anything, but yeah. Looks like an Acerook opening. Yeah, f4 right there, right? The f4 pawn. But yeah, anything else you see? Like, what? Anything? I mean, you're going to play white side here, and I'll be playing black side. But is the position open, closed? And if it's open, which one do you want to keep, or which pieces do you want to keep on the board? If it's closed, then what pieces do you want to keep on the closed position? And so is a closed position correct? So generally knights are better in closed positions. Another nice feature of this is, well, okay, so I mean double knights for both sides, but also black has the bad bishop right here. So yeah, you want to keep the knights, and the bad bishop here is because, why did we call that a bad bishop? Well, because all these pawns are on light squares, and therefore, restricting the movement. Whereas white's pawns are on dark squares, and that's actually pretty obnoxious. Never mind. All right, there we go. And so, the bishop has more movement, and so also a nice thing about white's position is it's also has more space, especially if you see that most of the space is being taken by white. If you look at space control, you really look at what squares you're controlling of your opponents, and so right now white definitely has more control of the position. And with also, knight on e5 is well in place, and it is white to move. So it's a plain knight. Yes, alright, so yeah. So knight df3 is correct in the next move. And the point is, well, we want to reaffirm this knight. so that if we, let's say if we did something like rook ac1, take, and now, I mean, this outpost is no longer available. So yes, knight df3 is correct move. And so the whole point is you want to keep more space and control the territory more. So black plays rook f to d8. And so right now, white to move and try to gain more space. You want to gain more space because simply you really don't want to trade anything right now. Like for example, you don't want to trade this knight for this bishop. This bishop wasn't doing anything. Your knight was doing a lot more. So like these kind of easy concept to like overlook, simply because like, hey, maybe the bishop in the endgame will help us. But right now, since you have more space, you want to keep all the pieces on the board. Well, you don't want to initiate trades. That's the point. So after this, how do you try to gain more positional space advantage, I guess? Do we want pieces moving on the king's side? Okay, so yeah, typically what was it? Like, you know, take, something, take, and then rook left, and something like that. In this case, big plans are really you're trying to basically gain more space. And the idea is you want to gain space on all sides of the board. Ideally, let's switch sides. And looking at black's point of view, notice the cramped pieces. Like you rather have white's position where it's more open. You know, your pieces of flexibility. Here, all right. I guess how to basically gain more space. Let's see. First off, let's look at the center. Can we gain more space in the center? Pretty much, we gain most of the spaces that we want. If it's like c5, that's fine, I guess. But careful of basically overextending the pawn. So yes, correct. b4 is correct move. And the point is, basically the methodology is basically first you look at the center. Not a lot of squares to gain from. Most of it is already blocked up. You really don't want to open up the king side yet because he's got most of his pieces on the king side, i.e. these two knights. And so nothing's really on the queen side. And so what better move than just occupy more of the queen side? And so now notice that we're just taking away more squares, and maybe even in the future a4 could be also be played. So we're actually taking away more squares from our opponent and just basically having a better space advantage and hopefully convert that space advantage. So b4, and so now after b4, bishop to e8. Okay, and now rook fc1. So we're playing. Our plan is basically playing on the queen side. Rook fc1, a6, and this one queen f2. And so maybe just basically control this, and maybe switching sides to the king side to try and gain more space. So knight takes c5, knight takes c5, knight d7. All right. So the question is, after knight d7, should we take this knight? Okay. Get a pawn on e5 after trade. Yep. So, I mean, we could also do that. We could, but no one is saying that we have more space advantage on the king side, queen side, or excuse me, the center and the queen side. White doesn't really want to trade in this position. The main reason we would basically want to keep adding to our space advantage, and by trading, it allows black more flexibility with his pieces. So let's say if we just take this and take, now he's just stuck with the bishop, and we could maybe like what TK is saying right now. We could lock up this position. You can't make any forward progress. Or we can try to gain more space by simply not trading as much material. So in this position, in this position, you kind of want to avoid trades. So actually, simply going back to knight f3 is okay. And so nothing's wrong retreating. Knight's going to go backwards. Our natural intention is to always go forward, go kill the king. But here, we're just retaining our space advantage. We have all the dark squares covered with our pawns, and we're even maybe playing a4 in the future. So, after knight f3, rook dc8, and now c5. Simply just closing the position, and now, we also have this a4 push later, and maybe we can break through h5, or b5, excuse me, b5. And so, just simply like having the knights off. I try to imagine the knights off the board position. Simply by trading off the position for black seems to be hold. Like you should be able to hold this, but with the knight, it's almost like these pieces are like a hindrance of basically these rooks moving back in the back row, etc., etc. So, with our space advantage, we're just basically trying to get more and more space. A4, A5, maybe in the future, maybe B5 in a breakthrough. So definitely we have a queenside space advantage now from this position. So after C5, I have 6, so maybe we could try and go in here to E4, and now we'll just take our space, A4, and now definitely there's no pawn breakthrough anywhere for black, and so now these pieces are just going to shuffle around the back rows. So after A4, knight G4, now it's gaining tempo, queen 1, knight 6, and now go ahead and try to find a move so you prevent this knight from basically getting back into the game almost. I think I think knight f6 was the better choice, keeping the knight in the center, but black decided to play knight h6. So what move could you possibly play? We have control on the center, we have control of the queen side, and now we're trying to get control maybe perhaps on the king side. Bishop b2 could be a move. You could do better. I think you could do better. Problem with bishop b2 is black can also go back to knight g4 and attacking this pawn, and then go back to f6. So queen h4? No, you don't want to trade. You do not want to trade in this position right now. Knight e5, yes, but he could go knight f7 and ask for a trade again. And then we'll have to go back to here again, and maybe he could push for this. I think he's got 3 people on it, maybe, and this could be a little bit awkward. So you're not ready for this yet. So here you have a nice control of 2 people on it. So yes, the correct move is h3. And so, yeah, h3. And so you're preventing this knight from copying back over again. And so should he go knight here and try to push for this, we could maybe prevent it with queen g3, or, but mainly just to close off the position. And actually slowly, marching these pawns forward, you're actually gaining space on the king side. So after h3, knight f7, knight Knight F7. Now black plays G4, or white plays G4, because now we got this covered, and we're just gaining more space on even all sides of the board. We got the center, we got the queen side, and now we're gaining the king side space. So after that, bishop D7. Now, what is the Acerook left? Of course, get the rooks on the C file, or we could play rook C here, or maybe we could go here to rook B2. It's really ambiguous, but the point is we have so much time. It's a close position. We can shuffle our pieces and making sure we want the breakthrough that we want. So rook C2. We could go H2. We could even go to G2, B2. This rook can slide to C1 maybe for B5, take, and then C6 push. But right now we just want to get even more space. Why not? So because right now white is not being contested on space control. So rook C2. King H8. So maybe hey, are you going to open up position? And then get this rook here, right? No, probably not. But that's what black is hoping for. That hey, maybe he's going to take this, and then I can take, and then maybe I can get this G file first. White's not going to have any of that. So after King H8, rook G2, rook G8, and now what? Go ahead. Going with the same theme of basically not trying to trade, not trying to open the position, not trying to initiate trades or anything like that. What is the move here? Rook B2? Here? Well, I mean, you still want the flexibility of trying to get the rook here. I mean, rook B2 is fine, but you're not trying to go to the king side. You're not trying to unleash an attack right now. I mean, we also even have this we also even have this, B5 breakthrough in the future. Okay, so you got the king side, you got the queen side space right here. This whole part. Let me see. I think I can. Okay, I think I can do this. Yes, you got the queen side space here. You got the center space here. So now you're working on getting even the king side space here. So how do you get king side space here? Even more king side space. Okay, I'll just get away. Yeah, so basically G5, and hopefully you understand why. Basically now, we're closing off the position, and now should something like H6 happen, then just H4 reaffirming. Oops, not that. And then if take, then take, and now we have the H file open, and this king is just very awkward, trying to get open. And maybe ideas of like knight hopping here and taking there. But the point is, if you look at the overall position for black, if you switch sides, and this is why sometimes over the board I like go around my opponent's side and see how uncomfortable I'm making my opponent. If I'm making him uncomfortable, he's not going to be thinking of the right moves. Just because he's just pinned down by the structure of the position. So here, it was like, what could he possibly do? This bishop is still bad. This knight really has no active squares to go to. I mean, where can we, shuffle around? Let's see. Go here, no, here, no, here, no, no. Can go here, but then what? Here, 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 no, here. But that's where he was. So notice that white has a lot more space, and definitely, we're even. I mean, I don't even have to do this highlighting, we're just having a lot more space control on his territory, on Black's territory. So, all right. So after G5, Queen D8. Well, just a lot of piece shuffling. H4, why not? Just get more space. H4, reaffirming our G5 post. King G7, H5. Hey, maybe taking, right? Maybe taking? Well, no, we're not going to take at all. We want him to take and then make H7. So we want something like take and then this being the target. Something like this, where basically, I guess what my point is, we want the rooks on this H file first, create our battery, and then open up the position when we're ready. So that's what's the beauty of post positions, where basically you can open if you are the wing side, you can open up the position at your time, in your own terms. There we go. So King G7. H5, or excuse me, Q7, H5, and now Rook H8. So maybe, hey, we're going to open up the position here. Rook H2. So Black doesn't want to take because then we definitely have the H file. So again, Queen C7. So I'm showing out the other Rook here. Queen C3. Queen D8. King F2. So we're still asking, we're still giving Black mixed messages. Are we playing here for the B5 push? Are we playing here for this push? So after King F2, King C7, Rook H to B1, Rook A to B8, Queen A1, Rook to B8, Queen A3, and there will be a point of why he played this sequence of move. But after this, now Rook to GB8, and now what? What is the move here for? Are we trying to go for the H6 and open up our file, or are we even going for this push on B5? So I'm going to mute the mic, be right back, and Xthread, go ahead and take your time on this one. All right. Alrighty. So Xthread, what do you think? I'm back. What do you think? If you need more time, it's okay. I mean, if you need more time, just go for it. But what do you think so far? H6 to first king back. Yeah, that's good. Nope, I actually don't like that. Interesting. Alright, I'm trying to find that. Alright, anyways. That was interesting. Alright, cool. Alright. Yeah, so H6 is the correct move. But, you know, there was a trick to this. Why white played queen 3, queen 1, queen a3. And actually, the correct move here is actually b5. Believe it or not. And so, we're gaining space on queen side, and all these pieces are on here. H6 is idea. That was perfect. But the reason why is now. The reason why not? You know, what's with this? Now because there's 3 people on this, etc., etc. Why can we play b5 when there's only what 1, 2 defenders, and there's 3 attackers? This bishop is kind of also attacking. If you can see that. The reason why, well, let's say if he takes with the c pawn, then we have a tactical advantage here by playing h6 check. And why we play h6 check? Well, to force the king to the back row, and now we have
check.
c6 check. Discover check. Oops.
Check.
And now we're attacking the bishop too. So, you know, can't do this,
check.
take, and then take. We're just simply winning. Just swing everything over there, going back, and we're just up a piece. So, and so hence now b5 is played. Okay, so b5 was played, and now after a takes b5. So it's just some order of the moves that makes a difference. But now h6 was played. Rook, king king f8, a takes b5, king 7, and now. Okay, so actually first, oops. Okay, what did I do? Rook at g8. Okay, queen 1. Rook b8, queen 3 here. All right, there we go. And now we play b5. And after a takes b5, h6 check, king here, which is, yeah, positional, yeah. So essentially now, after king f8, you know, these rooks are stuck on the king side. Lots more space for black, for sure. And now, you know, after this takes, king 7, try and get the rook back to, where's my arrows?
Close.
No! No! Oh boy. I had to copy the game, don't I? No.
Welcome to the Internet Chess Club.
The reason why is, okay, so the reason why I disconnect from ICC sometimes is because I move my Ethernet cable out just so ever slightly. It doesn't click anymore, so that's how bad the Ethernet is. But after this, like, I just move it ever so slightly, and then it's just like you're disconnected from ICC. So sometimes I disconnect like that, which is kind of. Here, let's see. Is there a way to maybe examine this? Can we do this? No, dash it. Oh wow, what a troll! What troll and troll and troll. Dasher. You guys see this? At least it's not like XSplit crashing too, right? All right. 1 second. I am going to reset this up.
Welcome to the Internet Chess Club.
Alright, oh, and here's the thing. If you guys want, if you ever if you want some good practice, always try to set all the pieces. Yeah, just for fun. So, this. Yeah. In here we did a b5 push. No pawn there yet. Okay, so there's that. Knight here, rook here, king f2, bishop 3. There's a pawn here, here, here. Oops, not there. Bishop there, queen here, king here, and oh, this I'm missing a pawn here. No, right? No. Oh, wait a second. There we go. All right, now that's it. That's it, isn't it? That's the position that we ended up on. We have white to move. King 7. I'm missing that side there. Are we equal now? 32, 32, and we're good. Yeah. Boom. All right, and that's called visualization. So sometimes, if you get, if this is what happens to, I guess, most chess players. If you see a position for so long, especially over the board, you start to like memorize the position. Like even if you go to sleep, the next morning you're like, I remember that position. That's just ugh. So, anyways, at least I didn't have to set up all the original position, go through all 16 moves. So there you go. Alrighty. So now, so now king 7, and the point is now we'll play what? To finalize the last position, space advantage, and it's just simple b6. Bad bishop, terrible knight. I mean, this knight can't really reposition anywhere. Like sack here maybe at best. So now the queen has to block. And the next move is queen b8. But now, I mean, yeah, you got the space advantage. Now, what to do to convert this win? And so, Xthread, I would say, basically here, what do you think the plan is? What do you think the plan is? And I mean, are we going to the king side? Are we going to the center? Are we going on the queen side? And okay, the answer is the queen side. And so, yes, we're going to move all of our pieces back over here. But then, really, what is the target? First, that's the question I pose to you. And I mean, yeah, you got the queen side. What is the target? Like, yes, all right, b7. All right, so okay, cool. You guys got that. All right, cool. So yeah, we just want to put right down b7. So the next series of moves are just basically trying to get to b7. So okay, so a question is, I guess here's another question. If rook b8, then what? Or rook a8. He's trying to get the a file. You attack his queen, and he attacks your queen. Let me move the arrows away. Why did you place rook a8? Queen b2? Uh-oh, but then he gets the a file, right? Queen b2, and then he gets the b file. Oh, excuse me, gets the a file. You don't want to give black advantage, at least hold the draw by having everything on the a file. So it's going to be hard for our rooks to get in here. So yes, the correct move is actually queen takes a8. The idea is, hey, you're attacking his queen, and now, even after rook takes a8, you can do this, and you have a whole rook. And you're even maybe actually promoting this pawn later. Actually, never mind. But you get the a file, and you have a whole rook. So, so yeah, that doesn't work. So hence, queen b8 to prevent queen a7. So no rush, no rush. Rook A1, Rook C8, Queen B4, Rook HD8, Rook A7, King F8, Rook H1, Bishop E8, Rook HA1, King G8, Rook A4, King F8, Queen A3, and now what? Bishop D7, King H, oh whoops, I messed up. Alright, wait. King A3, Bishop G8 here, King H4, looking here, 1, King G8, King G3, King F8, King G2, Bishop E8, Knight D2. And the whole point of all those moves were white saw that, or black saw, it was basically if we move like our knight too soon to get to B5, maybe something like this
Checkmate.
could happen. The knight sacrifice. Let me do that slowly. Knight takes G5. And, you know, we want that to be at the right time.
Checkmate.
Before we fall for this, or something where if we just play here, and then, you know, king here, and then fall for this pin, and that could be problematic. So all these moves were just to make sure that we don't fall for any shenanigans and making sure our win is clean. So, so king H8. All right, excuse me. King G3. King here. Bishop E8. Knight B2, D7, and now knight B3. So we're going here. Rook E8, knight 5, knight D8, and now, I mean, look, we have 2 people attacking, 2 people defending. Let's add another attacker. Boom! And we're utilizing this pin. So bishop A6, utilizing this pin here. So bishop A6, B takes A6. Now what? Rook takes C7, and now rook is going here. Rook E7, a little finesse here. Rook takes D8 check here. Knight takes D6 or C6 check. I'll play this slowly here. So now let's get rid of this. Gain our pawn here. Fork, family fork, yay, family fork. So we're going to win the piece back for sure. So after that, and here at this point, black resigned. So, but it's a very nice slow grinding game. I mean, if you remember the position, all these pawns were like back here on H2, G2, C4, B4, and B2 and A2. So, you know, the point is just slowly grinding the position down and going for the win. So, really nothing here to see. There's no sacrifice here, nothing. It's pretty much dead. B5 here. Oh, actually, take a queen. Why not? Hey, so like, I'll just take a pawn here, and it'll be fine here. I have these pass pawns here, but yeah. But yeah. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that. And let's see here.